Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Texans going up against the River Hogs.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Portland River Hogs. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carry for Thomas Rawls. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Here we go now. Leopard.
They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And some space here. Touchdown! A great play there. 31 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right there around the 35-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Watson now on second down. Finding some room at midfield. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Darren Lee in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Second down, here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Detroit!
They give it to Rolls. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And now it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Back to throw. Allen has it, left side. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bernardrick McKinney able to run him down for a loss of a yard. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. 3-9, back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he is knocked down from the side. Third down. It's Black. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First down, this is Rawls. That's some strong running. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
Here's McGuire. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now, this is playoff football. I mean, what a big-time tackle. Perfectly executed with a little extra emphasis there.
And got him for a loss as well. On 2nd down, Rawls powers through him. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And his guys have taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16th. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Foreman trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. This call down near the goal line. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now Watson going to sneak it, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson taking it in. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Let's go!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The grab made by Curse over the middle. Past the 20, 10. ahead. And touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first down, it's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. To throw on second is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
From the gun on third, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That's pulled in at the 32. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now back out comes the offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
All right, here we go. Look at 56.
They go again with Rawls. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep here for Allen. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now Watson looking to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Watson from the gun on third down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Rawls slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big run that time by Rawls. 44 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run with McGuire. And some room to work. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
They go again with McGuire. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they try the right side here. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone. But Boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Third and long. It's Watson. Going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He's got his man. It's Curse. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Sherman. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. They'll hand to Rawls. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Three yards to go here on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Detroit! Here we go. Boom, no. Check. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Green, 39.
On 3rd down, that's McGuire. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here we go.
3rd and 2, Watson. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Sherman. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now the first down throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Take Carradine in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. To throw is Watson. To throw on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and this will be a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's Watson. Room to run past midfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sherman. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tank Carradine in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Here's Watson now on second down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up a third down. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Miller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Watson. Being chased out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last throw here for Watson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, I guess off.